Staying with the state's extraordinary young people and a young South Australian cyclist who was critically injured in a race crash in country Victoria earlier this year. He's made a remarkable recovery. 16-year-old Aston Vass still has part of his skull missing, but he's amazed doctors by getting back into training and returning to his Year 12 studies.
The first thing that goes through your mind is you just wish you could just turn the clock back and just everything to be as it was just a few seconds ago.
It was New Year's Day 3.5 months ago in the Victorian country town of Shepparton. 16-year-old Adelaide cyclist Aston Vass was competing in his first interstate cycling competition when disaster struck.
There's a fall there, a rider come down.
In the last moments of the final race, he was clipped by another rider and sent hurtling down the track. He hit his head hard and was knocked unconscious. His stunned father, Tony Vass, watched on as his son fought for life.
Aston was pretty much just lying there, making noises, trying to breathe, and it's not something you prepare yourself for. So I guess the sight and sound at the time was pretty bad, yeah.
After emergency crews stabilised the young rider, he was airlifted to Melbourne for emergency surgery to relieve the pressure on his brain. Aston remained in a coma for more than a week.
Who's gonna pick you up?
They weren't sure at that stage whether that surgery would actually work or not, so it was a pretty grave situation. I landed on the left side of my head, so I had a fracture running basically to my jaw. Severe bruising on my left and front of my brain, 2 bleeds in my brain, a collapsed lung and a fractured shoulder.
Nobody knows just how it feels.
When he finally woke up, for several weeks he could only communicate with his parents via hand signals and scrawling messages on paper.
When I woke up I was very scared because I didn't realise what had happened. And I didn't know why I was there, and full credit to my parents because they managed to explain what had happened and calm me down. But it did take quite a while.
Doctors told Aston Vass he may never be able to return to school or get back on a bike.
I gotta move while the streets ahead are.
It's hard to believe, but it's been just 1 month since Aston Vass left hospital, and it seems the Bellevue Heights teenager has proved everybody wrong. With very little damage to his bike, and because he doesn't remember the crash, he's planning to return to the track again in August.
I'll hopefully take it further and train harder than I did before.
So you want to compete and get straight back into it?
Oh, exactly. I can't wait. Can't wait. When you get something taken away from you that you do so often, then you kind of wonder what else you do to fill your time, you know. So, yeah, I can't wait.
The talented teenager is also back at school studying 3 subjects in Year 12. Given all he's been through, that's a heavy workload. And on top of that, he spends any free time helping out with the junior state track team. Aston Vass's athletic abilities emerged at an early age. He's always been heavily into running, triathlons and surf lifesaving, and his doctors reckon his high level of fitness contributed to his speedy recovery. Aston Vass is more modest, saying he couldn't have done it without all the support he received.
My parents, my family, all the people at the school, everyone has just been really amazing throughout the whole thing. You know, sending letters, cards and everything.
But the brave teenager has one more hurdle to face. Aston Vass still has a piece of bone missing from the front of his skull. Now, he'll have to head back to Melbourne, where doctors will work out whether the swelling in his brain has gone down enough so he can have surgery to have the bone replaced. In the meantime, he has had to wear a protective helmet.
I guess it's understandable, as you kind of don't really want to end up back where you were. So as much as it's not the most flattering thing, you can't really complain that much.
And that's the thing. His parents say he hasn't complained at all about what happened to him. They're amazed the way he's just been getting on with life. On Sunday, he'll celebrate his 17th birthday.
Oh, it's a miracle. The fact that he is the way he is today, we just feel absolutely blessed. So we feel like we're the luckiest people on earth.